Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another new series. Apparently I'm starting quite a few. Um... y You might have guessed this is a bit of an SMP. This is Crater City, which has a fairly wide variety of people. Daza and Valeron from Atlantis are on here. There's also Vexy MC, there's also CQ, Guitar Flat, Graloff, all manner of people, and a few new people, like me. Crater City is a bit of a historic Minecraft server. Let's see if I remember correctly, Paws and Milby of Minecraft fame both came from here. And now I'm here, so that's fun. I'm very, very honored to be here. And it's day one, we reset the server. The map has been running along quite happily since then. We've all been putting things together. Haven't done too much. I have a few pieces of armor, few enchantments, a few potions, you know, just the like. I was the first person to enter the Nether and the first person to find a Nether fortress, as you can probably guess is the case. I've also done a bit of automation work over there with a furnace and a brewing stand, but what we're doing today is this shiny little piece of work, which is the Bedmon Ink Smeltery. We're going to be building a fairly substantial, for at least this area of town, furnace auto smelting array. So that's our job for today, so let's get to it. So, the first job that we're going to need is a bunch of furnaces, quite obviously. So let's run over here, and I think we have some in storage. Oh, we have one. Do we have any cobblestone? Little bit. Enough for 2 more furnaces. Joy. Well, I might move the ones that are over here around a bit as well. Okay, so stick that back. Is there anything in these? There's one piece of coal. And some steak. Yep. Okay. So this is the community area. This is just near spawn. And we presently have a whole ton of cows. We have a bunch of chickens. I did some work with some hoppers here so that we're picking up the eggs automatically. Some shiny horses, because people have been doing a lot of mining and a lot of digging underground. And we have also gotten a few things running. A few more things running. Got that. Yep, we got some cocos. We got a lot of horses because we spawn fairly close to a... Need some dirt. Fairly close to a plains biome. I haven't grabbed one yet because I haven't gotten any kind of device with which to procure them. See, I think that's about as far over as we can go. Doop 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 doop. Okay, so that's 6. We can have another 5 furnaces. So let's grab some cobble quickly. Don't want to get rid of all of the furnaces that are over there because people are still using them. And I've mostly so far been the redstone guy. This is probably fairly predictable. I've been setting up hopper systems for collecting the eggs and a brief auto smelter that just uses the one furnace so far. That's basically what we're expanding here with the smeltery. And actually, I think it's technically called a bloomery, isn't it? And I also went into the Nether, secured a blaze spawner, made a nice inflammable path out of cobblestone to the fortress. Haven't picked up a Waver Skull just yet. Haven't seen any chests in the area because I haven't been paying too much attention because I mostly just went in to get the materials for potions. Okay, that's a couple more, I think. 24 is 3 more. Yep, I'm going all wiggly. The texture pack that I'm using, by the way, rather the resource pack as they're now known, is called Wayukian. And I kind of like it. It's sort of a blend between Sortex and John Smith, as far as I'm concerned. It looks pretty nice. It's sort of, some people suggested that I try using Faithful, some people suggested other things. I kind of like this one. I'm still sticking to my rule of wherever possible using a given texture pack only for one series. How much more do we have for there too? So just go down. I did have an enchanted pick of efficiency, but I had to use that when I was building the path in the Nether. So it didn't last very long, as one can imagine. Okay. Down here is where I just started a quick branch mine when I first logged on. I'm actually a little bit sad that we had to reset, because the first thing that happened when I logged in was I found a horse in Spawn City, on the uncredited city version 2, which was mildly amazing, actually, because I hadn't actually witnessed horses before then. So I went rummaging around in everyone's abandoned houses, more or less, and I managed to find a saddle, so I tamed the horse. The first thing I did in the uncredited city was tame a horse. I didn't even have to, like, craft any tools for, like, most of my vids. I just went on a big meandering tour of the place. Is there a block out of place I can take here? Doop, doop. Yeah, just to nicely round that up a bit. Okay, haven't got stairs up here quite a bit. As you can see, we're actually a little low on the... my brain is going in all funny places today. We're actually a little low on cobblestone, hence my having to fetch it. So, maybe those stairs are a reason why. I don't know. But what we need to do is hook these up over the top for incoming smeltables, over the at the back here as well for incoming fuel, and along the bottom for outgoing materials, so the things that have finished smelting. And that's going to be... It's not necessarily a difficult thing, but it requires quite a bit of iron, which Vexy has very kindly been grabbing for me. So let's make a bunch... Just convert that to a chest right here. Let's set one up, and I shall show you exactly what's going to happen. In fact, let's take a look here. So if you have a hopper on the bottom of a furnace, it collects all of the out materials. It collects the smelted things. If you have the hopper going into the top of the furnace, it collects all the things that are getting cooked. And the side is purely for fuel items, where apparently we're using some of our wooden tools. Interesting. I've never done that, but then again I usually tend to just use mine to completion. And then here, I used some of the glowstone I got with a comparator to have a little indicator that there's stuff in here. So it turns off whenever there's nothing in here. And the redstone lamp in this texture pack turns blue when it's empty, which is nice for me, because I like the color blue. So let me just grab this, and that, and hop over into the farm to pick that up. And there's one more. There. Oh god, don't just picking that up, couldn't I? Now, the way that this smeltery is going to differ from this just basic setup here is that, for one thing, it's an array, which means there's more than one furnace. And for another thing, is I'm going to try and see if I can get it to manage itself so that all of the furnaces have the same amount of fuel, or near enough that kind of volume, which is to ensure that all of them can run, so this thing can run at maximum speed. So let's see if I go like that, and then I just have a row of hoppers along the top here. Then they'll go into the first thing that they can go into, and then they'll move along. And if you have a big batch of items, then they'll all get shuffled along until everything is fully capable of running again, which is good. Alternatively, I can have it so that it tries to divide everything evenly, so all of these are locked until the items hit the end, and then it turns off using a comparator. That's what I'm mostly planning to do with the fuel here. But we need to get a bit of work done here first. I actually might have to move these along a bit. Move these forward a block. I'm not sure. If I move them forward a block, I'm going to run into this road. That's going to be interesting. Or I could try shuffling them around a bit, making an interesting shape. But I'm getting ahead of myself. There is like 5. Oh, that's something. We have. We don't have UHC mode on. Darzer kept saying in his finale to Crater City 2.0 that we were going Minecraft style, but we're not. We do have the death counters on, however. Graloff is our current lead champion on number of deaths at 3. Low Stark there, otherwise known as, I believe, Dan the Man. I don't know everyone on Crater City, it's a big family. Has one, and I believe that's the current death total so far. I ran into a little bit of trouble earlier when I was playing around with invisibility potions. Is that just suddenly gone? Yes, it has. Strange. When I was playing around with invisibility potions, but no one managed to catch me. Or at least not sufficiently enough to cause me significant harm. Okay, so hoppers. Just do that, that's the easiest. Do. 6 hoppers. And we'll just hang on to the iron. So hop over here. And we have a shovel on us? No, we don't, but that's just dirt, so we'll take it. Okay, and then we do this. So right there, so it's going into the output chest. And then on the hoppers, so it just sort of moves along from down here. And we can't do much the same up here, because I can't really get up here. Just like that. Right. Doop. And doop. So these all handle the items coming in, and the ones on the bottom... Hello, Vixie. The ones on the bottom here all handle things coming out. The back is where we have to handle the whole of the fuel going in, and we can actually use these blocks of coal now, which smelt... I've been told 80 items. I haven't had the chance to make them myself because we use charcoal in Never Expedition. We could use those. I'm a little wary of doing that because it means you have to have about 80 items in the furnace at every single smelting opportunity. And what out? To get maximum fuel efficiency, and I'm kind of a stickler for fuel efficiency. Probably why I'm making the automated smelting system here. Okay, there's another 6 hoppers. In theory, I can reduce this in scale as needed. But our main thing right now is just getting it to run at all. Let's get rid of the rest of this dirt. Okay, now, fuel into the back. Let's just cut this one off for now. Doop. And guitar for that's just hanging around for reasons unknown. Sasawago. Oh, okay, they're all in TeamSpeak at the moment. I am as well in one of my own, but I'm in a sort of pseudo private room. So exactly what they're talking about, I don't know. I'm probably talking about Moisturetron, actually. Let's see, I need more wood. Oh, I'm carrying wood. Burp. Okay, that gets us more. I'm really enjoying the crafting tweaks. It's so helpful. And it takes 5 iron per hopper. So I've just used half of our iron supply. Which is not fantastic, but you won't tell anyone, right? Okay, now we then have a slight issue of having to do this. And coming back. But I shall remove a few of these. Now, hoppers have an interesting capacity, which actually exceeds those of the ones you typically find, like, Feed the Beast. I think the 1.5.2 or some such versions of Feed the Beast do actually have this same feature. But the feature is that hoppers will grab any item that is on top of them, which is kind of interesting to see. Now, how am I going to have allow people to actually stab things into these? Tell you what, let's move this forward, get rid of a few of our furnaces. I'm sure we can find them a use later. And then we can have a bit more space at the back so I can actually, like, shift things around a bit. Doop. And I'm not carrying an axe. No, that's one of the tools that I didn't manage to get out of that chest that I broke. Or that hopper, rather. Doop. And... this is all fairly advanced stuff, really. You can see I've sort of sprinted ahead a little bit by the fact that I'm wearing enchanted diamond armor and I've got potions in my inventory and whatnot. Oh, excuse me, chicken. You have to die now. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, now pretty much everything in this texture pack is already... resource pack, I need to keep remembering to say, is already textured. I'm not positive, but I think the ghast might not be. I'm not entirely sure why that is. But when I was being assailed by one in the Nether, I had time enough to have a look. And yep, there we go. But not that big an issue. So the way this works is that these hoppers that I'm removing now are locked by default. You lock them by applying a redstone signal to them. And from there, you have a comparator on the very last hopper in the line, feeding into the redstone torch that's locking it. And I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of distracted because there is someone in my neighborhood who is having a barbecue, and the smell is very distracting. Actually, they might be burning something. I'm not sure. I think I've had enough experiences with arson recently. Doop and doop. Okay. And we're back. Right, so then we need to have something to put our comparator on. Comparator is made using 3 pieces of smooth stone, 3 redstone torches, there we are, and a bit of nether quartz. Oh, perfect number there. Okay, so let's get the torches. Doop. And they go like that, and like that, and like that. Bit of lag, mostly just talking to the server. But there we go, and I need one more piece of redstone. The block of redstone, by the way, looks glorious in this texture pack. It's beautiful. So break that up. Put it there. That gives me a few more. Let's get some bricks. And back over here, where we can put one there. And then we need to put our comparator up here. Oh, is that not letting us? Has it done it? I'm not sure. I don't have a comparator in my inventory. Block update? No? Is it going to appear in my inventory soon enough? I don't know. Meanwhile, let's grab some more bricks. Ah, there it is. Yeah, it must have allowed me, because of the way that the funky way that this works. Okay, and we need a redstone torch there. And we then need to get the redstone current over to these hoppers, which is easy enough to do. Just trying to avoid getting the power to go into there. Okay, because that would potentially mess up how the beep. My brain is really kind of rubbish today, kind of annoying. Mess up how the helpers will function, how the comparator functions. There we go. Brain, engage. Oh, and it looks like it's harvesting time for the cows. Okay, so now, if I stick... Let's see, how many have we got here now? 6? 5. Okay, if I stick 5 coal in here, then that turns off, and 1 piece of coal should have gone into everything. No, we appear to be missing one. Did I miscount? Tyranny of Vexy extends to this world. Where has that 1 piece of coal gone? Ah, there it is. It must have gotten caught in the hopper. That's interesting. Well, it should only feed out 1 at a time anyway, so that's not too big an issue, and we can bug test that later. But you can extend this as long as you like, as long as all of these can actually get the signal from there. Where's my bricks gone? There they are. Now, there is something about making these into different bricks, but I don't recall exactly how to do that. Or maybe I need to put this on a delay. I'm not sure. If anything, I think its current thing is a little too much. Oh, it had a little too little delay. Okay, so after that, We need to do more. We'd ideally need to do the same thing up here. But we also need to apply a hopper over here for the fuel to go in through. So, let me nom something. And grab a couple more chests. Do-do-do-do. White lies, visions, dreams of passion. Want to kill a creeper for you. Depends where it is. Okay, and there is our fuel in. So let's stick that in. Five, 6, 7, 4, nothing, 10, huh? Why is this getting nothing? That's interesting. What could be causing that? Okay, so we definitely need to do some bug testing, because for some reason... Is it getting pulled out by the hopper on the bottom? No, that can't be it. Hello, Vixie. Okay, so we evidently need to do some bug testing on that. Oh, hang on, no, is it updating? I'm not sure. It's going all wonky. There's 14 in some of these. Isn't that going to be a back wall? Yes. Just ironing out mechanics. At the moment. Prettifying later. Okay. And so we do more or less the same thing along the top here to get the items into the furnaces. In fact, we have some raw beef, so let's go grab some more hoppers and I shall demonstrate that. Now, the way this works is the items get pulled out of a chest or whatever by hoppers one at a time. And then, let's see, we need 5. 5 times 5 is... well, 5 times 5 is 25. 25 over 9 is... just under 3, I think. So let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, that should be 5. Yep. Okay, there we go. 5 more hoppers. And again, we do more or less the same thing here. We'll leave out the comparative for the briefest of moments. Whoop. Just so I can sort of demonstrate this working. Okay, and if we then stick the raw beef here, then we see that it's gotten spread to more than one furnace. It's a little trip happy at the moment on the basis that we've got nothing controlling the actual lower furnaces here. We'll do that. I'll probably do that. I'll probably have that done before we get back next episode. But that is the beginning of the Bedmonic Smeltery, and I shall catch you next time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and or a favourite. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to be notified of future updates. You can also check out the website where most other content is uploaded. That's all for now. Catch you later.